Quincy City Clerk Nicole Crispo is joining us for a recap of this week's Board of License Commissioners meeting. We're also going to get a little preview of the upcoming November 5th presidential election. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Joe. How are you today?
Doing okay. Beautiful weather we're having here, at least, that's for
It
sure.
certainly is.
And we are swinging into high gear now with the license board and elections, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're busy. License board, all board members were there. And we had a pretty full agenda with 13 items. So I'll get right to it. Agenda item number one, here regarding the request of Councilor James Devine in coordination with Norfolk County Sheriff's Office for a special use permit 1-day beer and wine license for a safety event at O'Rourke Field on September 22nd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Jay Southwood was there for Break Rock Brewing. He's going to provide the beer for the event. It is a public safety event. The police and fire will be there with Touch a Truck. There'll also be a bouncy house family event, fun to bring your kids down on September 22nd from 1 to 4. And that went through 5-0. Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of the Montclair Wollaston Association for a special use permit 1-day beer and wine license for their annual Pumpkin Spice Festival at Bishop Field on October 27th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Jay Southwood is going to host that event as well for them. Same type of thing, a community event. Kevin Coughlin spoke with the Quincy Police. They'll have a presence there. They'll have Touch a Truck as well. That went through 5-0. Agenda item number 3, here regarding the request of the Woodwood School for Girls, 1098 Hancock Street for a 1-day liquor license for their annual Women of Distinction event on Saturday, October 5th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Alex McGay was there. Tom Coyne from Craig's is going to be doing the catering for that event. This is their 130th anniversary, and the proceeds will go to girls' education. This is a private event, ticketed event. If anyone's looking, they can find information on the Woodwood School website, and that also went through 5-0. Agenda item number 4, here regarding the request of the Fowler House Cafe, 1043 Hancock Street for a temporary extension of premise for their back parking lot for an Oktoberfest event with live music on Saturday, October 12th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is the 4th year of this event. They will not be closing down the street there in between. And so they're just going to be using their back parking lot for this event. They also have reached out to the Quincy Police and will have a cordoned off area for people to reside there in their parking lot. So that went through 5-0. Agenda item number 5, here regarding the request of Cubic Labs, 1495 Hancock Street for a special use permit 1-day liquor license for their social events at the annual Blockchain Week at Kilroy Square, September 10th through the 13th from 3 to 6 p.m. This is emerging technology company that this is a ticketed event as well. John O'Keefe was there and spoke about 2 beer trucks that will be available there for just their ticketed event, and that went through 5-0 as well. Agenda item number 6, here regarding the request of Larb Zob Group Inc., doing business as Pad Thai, at 663 Hancock Street for a common victual license due to a change of ownership. Proposed manager, Jack Reed, Darren Watt. Proposed hours of operation Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Attorney Russell Chin was there and spoke. Larbzab is going to change the name of Pad Thai to Larbzab, and no other changes. Everything's going to stay the same, just new ownership. And that went through 5-0 as well. Agenda item number 7, hearing regarding the request of Wanma for a common victual license for the premise located at 219 Quincy Ave within the Canman Market. Proposed manager, Jin Zai Lee. Proposed hours of operation 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Jin Zai Lee was there. Wanma is Mom's Taste. It's and all their inspections were done. Everything was in order with the application to change one of the kiosk vendors inside of the Canman, and that went through 5-0. Agenda item number 8, here regarding the request of Sun Woo Kim on behalf of H Mart for common victual licenses for the new food court located within the H Mart at 101 Falls Boulevard. The food court consists of 8 different food kiosks. Some, just to name a few, a bakery, a bubble tea, a Chinese, a Korean, and they have their certificate of occupancy, and their inspections are done. So we should be good with that. 5-0, that went through. Agenda item number 9, here regarding the request of Breeze Gourmet for a common victual license for their corporate cafeteria at 100 Hancock Street. Proposed manager, Marcine Desamore. Proposed hours of operation 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. This is opening up corporate and private office cafeteria for breakfast and lunch, and that went through 5-0. Agenda item number 10, here regarding the request of A9 Auto LLC for a Motor 2 license for 15 vehicles to the premise located at 165 Hancock Street. Ownership change. Proposed manager, Ho John Ma. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ho John Ma was there and only plans to sell cars at this site, so no work on the cars there. That went through 5-0. Agenda item number 11, hearing regarding the request of Hot Water LLC doing business as the Water Club at 319 Victory Road for a change of manager from Virginia Berry to Kevin Mason for their all alcohol beverage license. Kevin Mason was there and has taken over for Virginia, who has retired. So that went through 5-0. Agenda item number 12, hearing regarding the request of Sukhmani Group Inc. doing business as Sher-e Punjab for a change of stock interest. New 100% stockholder, Kashmir Singh, for a change of offices, directors, and new manager, Kashmir Singh, for the premise located at 1237 Hancock Street. The licensed premise is an 80-seat full-service restaurant bar. Attorney Liam Floyd was there. The manager and owner, Kashmir Singh, has been there for 20 years as a chef. And so he's going to take over the operations there, 5-0 as well. Agenda item number 13, here regarding the request of CHLM 217 Inc. doing business as Cloud A Fusion and Bar for a transfer of their all alcohol beverage license presently held by TL 217 Inc. doing business as 100 Miles for the premise located at 217 Quincy Ave, Unit D. The premise is a single-story restaurant and bar of approximately 2,550 square feet with both bar and dining area. Proposed manager Wing Chong Mi, attorney Joseph Wang was there and spoke about the Cloud Asian Fusion and Bar. Most of this is it's already up and running. This is a paperwork formality for their all alcohol beverage license presently held by TL 217, and that went through 5-0. Agenda item number 14, here regarding the request of Lucky Hancock Inc. doing business as Bayo Cafe for an all alcohol beverage license for the premise located at 429 Hancock Street. Proposed manager To Lin. The proposed license premise is a street level 1,800 square foot restaurant that will consist of a dining area, kitchen, and restroom. There's also a lower level with storage and cooler space. Attorney Joseph Wang. This is a new license. This is under construction at the old T&T Automotive, and probably won't open until maybe next fall, but wanted to be sure before they did all this work that they were going to be able to get their paperwork into the ABCC and move forward. So new license under construction, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m., and that also went through 5-0. Agenda item number 15, hearing regarding the request of D&E Food doing business as KFC 707 Hancock Street for a change of hours of operation as follows. The current hours are Sunday through Thursday, 10 to 12 a.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Proposed hours, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m., 7 days a week. Dean Whitney was there from KFC. We did get a letter of concern from Councilor Dan Minton on being open 7 days a week till 2 a.m. We did give a copy of that to the applicant, also to all of the board members. Concerns of congestion in the entrance of the KFC, the cars traveling northbound, noise related to the business, and how it will affect the residential area around 80 Clay Street, Wentworth Road, Bass Street, Elm Ave, Wollaston Ave, Clay Street, Chapman Street. Horns blowing, conversation, loud conversation, and public safety with concerns with police and fire going up that one lane street there late night. And so the police chief spoke to that, as well as the fire chief, that is a popular time to get phone calls for people in distress, and also in that area where there is housing, elderly housing behind. And of course, I spoke about City Councilor Dan Minton's concerns. So we all expressed some concerns there. We also said that they brought up the fact that there are some restaurants, fast food restaurants, that are open later in our city, and they would like to do the same. I talked about a concept that Mama Bears came up with. They are not open, so to say. They don't have a drive-through and they're not open, but they do have delivery. And so rather than to take a vote, they asked for a continuance of this hearing to a later date. And they're going to put an email in writing and maybe come up with another plan. And we'll let you know when that happens. That was continued. And our next hearing will be on September 24th.
Okay. Wow. I didn't interrupt you, Nikki, because there's a lot to get to, but
Thank you.
certainly seems that the restaurant scene here in Quincy is definitely active and thriving.
It certainly is.
Yeah. Now it's election time, as you are well aware.
Yes.
In your assessment, how did the primary go?
Good, good. I think that the changes that we made at the precincts were a success with voting, in the gym at Southwest and things like that, and some lighting changes, and we didn't have any real issues. It was a rather slow day. And that was about it.
Yeah, well, just curious, were most of the votes mail in? Or do we know what the breakdown was, even just roughly?
Yes, we got a little over 6,000 in the mail and 6,000 out at the polls,
Okay, all right.
roughly.
Oh, yeah, right. So about even. So
Yeah,
it was, I think, about 18.5% turnout, something like that.
yeah.
Okay. Going to be a completely different picture on November 5th.
Yes, it certainly is. So first and foremost, I guess we can talk about the fact that we're waiting for another round of postcards to go out from the secretary's office, giving everyone another chance to sign up for a vote by mail ballot. So those should be going out shortly. And then October 19th through November 1st will be early voting. And that will be the first weekend, October 19th and 20th, will be at Central Middle School this year. And then everything will come back here to City Hall and be in the Great Hall for the remaining time. So up until November 1st.
Okay. 8:30 to 4:30 that week.
8:30 to 4:30, yes.
Okay, very good. Now, for folks who've already requested a mail-in ballot for the year, are they all set?
They are,
Okay.
they're all set. And as soon as we get the ballots, we'll do our big mass mailing and keep up with it from there.
Okay.
The other date I just wanted to put out there is Tuesday, October 29th is the last day to request a ballot by mail.
Okay, if you haven't already done so.
Right.
Okay. And that needs to be back to your office by election night at 8 p.m., right?
Or the Dropbox.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Now let's talk about the last day to register for the November 5th election. I have that as October 26th. Does that sound right?
It does.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And we'll be here in City Hall, open for early voting and last day, and that's till 5 p.m.
Gotcha. Okay. And then, of course, in person on November 5th, right?
Yep. All 31 precincts will be open, ready for anybody who cares to cast a ballot. Just be mindful that we do have a 70 to 78% turnout on presidential elections. So, whichever way you want to go about it, you can vote early, you can vote by mail, or you can vote in person. And if you need any information regarding the ballot, or you can certainly go on to our website, and we'll link you through to Secretary Galvin's website for any of that information, where you register to vote, where you vote in person. Applications for all of that are online, as well as absentee voting.
Okay, very good. And just a quick question about in person. Do you need a license to vote in person, Nikki, or no? Okay.
No,
There was some
not
confusion.
unless you are flagged. If you have never voted before in Massachusetts and didn't show, put your last four, your social or your S number on your license, your voter registration. That would be the only reason you'd need to show it. And anything is accepted from a gas bill, a utility bill, to certainly your license, a lease, something, your registration from your car, as long as it has your name and your address on it.
Okay, but that, again, that's only when.
If you didn't put your last four digits of your social security number or your S number on your voter registration when you registered to vote.
Okay, okay. And for most people, that was a very long time ago.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
I think we covered it,
All right, we'll catch
and
up
we'll
again.
cover more as we get closer.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we'll catch up again after the next board meeting, if that's okay.
Great.
Right. Thanks, Nikki.
Bye-bye.